Hey guys, welcome to this week's video tip of the week brought to you by wealthbuildingideas.com. This week's video tip, I'm going to show you how to leverage the awesome power of Google's Wonder Wheel. And if you're not familiar with Google's Wonder Wheel, stay tuned. In just a few moments I'll show you all about it. This week's video tip of the week actually was inspired by a conversation I was having with my cousin and his wife the other night. They were over having dinner with my wife and I, and somehow the conversation turned to pregnancy. I guess my cousin and his wife have been trying to get pregnant for about 3 or 4 years now, and they've been unsuccessful at it. So they asked me, how would they do research on it and what have you. Now, aside from offering them to give them my kids for a couple of years, which they very quickly turned down, I decided to take them onto Google and do some research. And as I was doing the research, that's what inspired me to create this week's video tip of the week. So the first thing we're going to do is come on over to Google, and we're going to search in a phrase just as if we were searching for anything in particular. So in our case, we searched for how to get pregnant. Now, once you're within the search results, the base search results, you're going to click on Show Options. Then you're going to come down here to Wonder Wheel. And as you see, we're now presented with different search phrases related to our primary search. So here we have signs of pregnancy, ovulation, how to get pregnant with twins, how long it takes to get pregnant, ways to get pregnant, tips on how to get pregnant, how not to get pregnant, preventing pregnancy, so on and so forth. And as I was going through this, it dawned on me this tool here would be an awesome tool to use when creating, let's say, video tutorials, when creating ebooks, when creating printed books. This would be a great tool to use to come up with ideas for your subchapters or your series or your sets, whatever type of product you're creating. And as you can see, as we go into each subphrase, subsearch, we're presented with additional topics all related to that subsearch. And I mean, this thing could go on and on and on and on. So again, you could use this tool alone to come up with all of your chapters, let's say for your ebook. Let's say you're creating an ebook and you're calling it How to Get Pregnant. You could do a chapter on how to get pregnant with twins, how long it takes to get pregnant, different ways to get pregnant, signs of pregnancy, tips on how to get pregnant, so on and so forth. And again, as you click on each sub-search result, you're going to be presented with an additional set of results and keyword phrases and so on and so forth. Now, the best way to use this tool to leverage the power of it, I find, is once you're within, let's say, your preferred depth, okay, you can then come over here to these search results, click on each search result, and that's how you could actually come up with the content for your ebook or your video series or your audio series, whatever you're creating, whatever type of product. This one tool alone could take you from the beginning of your ebook completely to the end of your ebook, just using this one tool. Now, I mean, I use this as an example, tips on how to get pregnant, but let's say you were doing an ebook on the Hummer vehicle, and you needed ideas for your chapters. Here you have Hummer Badlands, Hummer Price, Hummer Games, Hummer Pictures, Hummer Football, Hummer H4, Hummer Phone, Hummer Wallpapers. Let's say you were doing an ebook on Hummer accessories. Here you have accessories for the Hummer H2 SUT, the Hummer H3, the Hummer H3T rather. You could do a chapter on Hummer parts, Hummer accessories, Hummer roof rack. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. Hummer Nerf bars, Hummer roof racks, Hummer spare tire covers, so on and so forth. And again, to leverage this to the fullest, you'd want to come into the search results here for each of these chapters, let's call them, and a very, very easy way to actually come up with the content for each of those chapters. So as you can see, this one tool alone, as I said earlier, could take you from the start of your project all the way to your end. And the way to find this tool, again, is to go directly to Google's homepage, type in your search phrase, click on Show Options, and then scroll on down to Wonder Wheel. And there you have it. That's this week's video tip of the week. I hope you enjoyed it. For more tips like this, please feel free to visit wealthbuildingideas.com. Look forward to seeing you there. Have a great day.